What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Actually, the Jobu family of YouTube channels, because it's this one, which is my original channel that I started with the help of my daughter over 11 years ago. And unfortunately, this was deleted and disappeared for 5 years, and now I took my cooking channel and it became what this channel once was, and that's my main channel. I've been live streaming, dual streaming to both channels because I'm not sure what to do with this one, but I'm going to start posting content on here again because this is my roots. Joe Boo, right there, movie Major League. The reason I made him was because an Eagle fan said to me that the Cowboys' mojo was so bad that not even Joe Boo for Major League could help them. And here it is. Mr. Baseball passed away a couple days ago. And maybe that was a foreshadowing of Washington winning. As the Cowboys search for a new coach, I don't think people understand the job of the head coach. Okay? And this is the problem where we listen to people and they say, Jason Garrett was the smartest guy in the room. You know, he had his Princeton degree. Or Kellen Moore, he's the smartest guy in the room. Okay, here's the thing about football. Football is not about being the smartest guy. That's not what it is. If you want somebody to draw up your plays or do your analytics or figure out your cap spread, you want the smartest guy out there, okay? And I don't think Stephen Jones necessarily is the smartest guy in the room who's the one who's in charge of the cap. That's the engine that drives the team. That is the whole budget of the team. But be that as it may, we'll talk about the cap situation and problems we have there. What you have to understand what a coach is. The coach is not the X and O's guys very often. More than anything, the coach is the guy who sets the tone with the players. I watched this morning Dan Campbell take the bullets for his coaching staff when they asked him, who's responsible for the 12th man being on the field? He said, me. That's me. He literally put his heart on the sleeve and fell on the sword for his players. That guy, emotion, realness, is a leader. Is a leader that the guys there in that locker room will fall behind. Jimmy Johnson didn't coach the position players. Jimmy Johnson had a vision of what he wanted that team to be. He set the tone and the attitude. When players, the kicker, oh, I've got asthma. We'll take your asthmatic ass over at other field. I'm going to cut you. He understood what he wanted to have players do. To take a Mark Spignowski and make him a center. He had people who were good at scouting to find the right players. He had actually Jerry Jones who worked with him to get him what he needed. He was the go-between between the players and the organization. That's different than a coordinator. Coordinator is the guy you want to be the smartest guy in the room to come up with what are they doing, how do I counteract it, and how do I succeed? That's where Kellen Moore, for me, I don't think he's that guy. I don't think that he's the motivator. I don't think that's a guy who can do a speech before the game to go ahead and get the troops excited about playing. In the same way, I feel like Mike McDaniels in Miami, the same problem. You can't say he can't draw up some great plays. He can. He is a great guy who's a coordinator. But being a leader of men, that's not him. And see, as we look at the Cowboys and their situation and what they need to do as an organization, they need the fire and brimstone guy to fire up the troops. They need that guy who has a vision of what this team's going to be. Say what you will about the Lions losing yesterday. That's a team that puts it all on the line, that believes in themselves, and it starts with the coach. He instills that in them. When you think about Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots, they were secretive, they were cerebral, they were all about business, like Bill Belichick. And that's the way that team was. They went out there, they did their job, they executed it to perfection, and kept doing it. They were a product of him. The Dallas Cowboys of the 90s, they were loose. They had an attitude, they had an edge. They believed in themselves, and they partied hard. That was instilled by their leader. And unfortunately, with Jerry Jones, he doesn't want that guy to exist. He wants to be that tone setter, that guy, that front man that does everything. How crazy is it? I remember spending back when it was only $29 for a tour, now it's $45. See a stadium that's now been there for about 15 years. Yeah, it's getting old, Jerry. It's getting old. So's the show. The mariachi band and all that stuff, not so much. How about trying winning? That'll dress that place up. But Jerry Jones has his GM suite. Very much smaller, intimate, with the elevator that goes down to his main suite, where he can sit there and oversee his team, and with the phone that calls down to the field. When the Cowboys pay CeeDee Lamb, they say, we're going to see CeeDee Lamb. When the Cowboys are pissed off at Amari Cooper ain't getting the ball. When the Cowboys say, we bring Zeke back, we're going to play Zeke, whether he's the best back or not. They're going to do all these things that undermine the coach and the team and the organization. When they pay somebody, we're going to get our money's worth out of that guy, as opposed to trying to say, how can I make that guy better by putting people around him? Herein lies the problem with the Cowboys. It all starts from Jerry Jones, who's setting the tone. Kellen Moore, it's just going to be more of the same. It's Dave Campo, the guy you feel like was your grandpa. Hey, yeah! We love Jerry Jones. We love just being here and being part of the Dallas Cowboys organization. No conflict. Jason Garrett, Mr. Vanilla Clapper himself. Same thing. Wade Phillips, another grandpa. Man, I need a real coach. I need a real coach to butt heads and just tell Jerry, no, get the fuck out of the locker room. Won't happen. That's why it's hard to have hope about this team turning anything around. But at least people can see Jerry and Stephen Jones. That's the problem. Alrighty, good people. We got about 30 minutes till the Eagles game, and we'll be watching that. Sad as can be. Peace.